This? I saw it before and I was like, what is that?
I went there, I was trying to give it to you at the end.
Oh, it's so cute.
Just,
Oh my
I
God.
made this one for you.
That is adorable. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We'll take a picture after.
Yeah, I'll pretend to be surprised, okay? When we see it at the end. Yeah.
Pretend that you didn't see this.
Yeah, I will. I'll pretend. Yeah.
අපේ පුංචි කාලේ කියන්නේ කොච්චර ලස්සන දෙයක්ද නේද? අපේ පුංචි කාලේ YouTube නාලිකාවත් එක්ක එකතු වෙලා ඉන්න ඔයාලා නම් දන්නවා අපේ පුංචි කාලේ රසවත් මතක අපි අලුත් කරනවා කියලා. ඉතින් අදත් අපි ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ ඒ වගේම රසවත් මතකයක් අලුත් කරන්න. කවුද කියලා දැම්ම කියන්නේ නැහැ. පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න මෙන්න මේ චරිත පොඩ්ඩක් මතකද කියලා.
I'll get it. Hello? No, there's no one called Paul here. Sorry, must have the wrong number. Bye. Okay. You're not going to believe this. Dad's invented a flying suit. No, wait. If this is such an important day, then we should celebrate. How about Paul and I make you a special breakfast? What do you think Anna likes to eat?
How about some deep fried cow dung?
Paul, that's sick.
I'd like to make us sick.
What?
Nothing. How about some scrambled eggs?
Oh, good idea.
You make a start, I'll be right back.
If this flying suit works, will you and Anna be famous?
Babe, I'm sure it wasn't your cooking. What are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to be at school.
I feel awful. I want to stay home.
All right, go and watch TV or something.
මතකයි නේද? ඉතින් ස්පෙල්බයින්ඩර් කියලා කියන්නේ අපි ගොඩක් ආදරෙන් බලපු කතාමාලාවක් ජාතික රූපවාහිනිය විකාශය වෙච්ච. ඉතින් මේ කතාමාලාවේ ගොඩක් ආදරය කරපු චරිතයක් තමයි අපි අද මොන ගහෙන්න ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ. මේ වෙනකොට ලංකාවට ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා ඒ චරිතේ. ඉතින් අපි කතා බහ කරලා බලමු ඇය ගැන, ඒ වගේම ඇය රංගපාපු චරිතය ගැන, මේ කතාව ගැන, මේ හැමදේම ගැන අපි කතා කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙමින් ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් එකතු වෙන්න අදත් අපේ පුංචි කාලේ behind the character එක.
This? I saw it before and I was like, what is that?
I went there, I was trying to give it to you at the end.
Oh, it's so cute.
Just,
Oh my
I
God.
made this one for you.
That is adorable. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We'll take a picture after.
Yeah, I'll pretend to be surprised, okay? When we see it at the end. Yeah.
Pretend that you didn't see this.
Yeah, I will. I'll pretend. Yeah.
අයිබෝවන් අපේ පුංචි කාලේ behind the character වැඩසටහනත් එක්ක තමයි ඔබ එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නේ. ඉතින් අදත් අපූර්ව චරිතයක් අපි එක්කන් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා අපේ වැඩසටහනට. මේ වෙනකොට ගොඩක් දෙනෙක් ලංකාවේ ජනප්‍රිය චරිතයක් විදිහට දකින ගොඩක් දෙනා සෝෂල් මීඩියා වල දකින චරිතයක් තමයි අද අපි එක්කගෙන ආවේ. පුංචි කාලේ අපි බලපු අපූර්ව කතාවක් තමයි ස්පෙල්බයින්ඩර් කියලා කියන්නේ. ඉතින් ස්පෙල්බයින්ඩර් කතාමාලාවේ මොන චරිතවලටද අපි කැමති වුණේ? එහෙම කියන්න බැරි තරම් හැම චරිතයක් එක්කම අපි සමීප වුණා. ඉතින් ප්‍රධාන චරිතය වුණ පෝල් රෙනෝල්ඩ්ස්. එහෙම නැත්තම් අපි කතා කරපු පෝල්. මෙයාගේ නංගි විදිහට ක්‍රිස්ටීන් රෙනෝල්ඩ්ස් කියලා පුංචි දැරවියක් ඒ කාලේ හිටියා. ඉතින් අපි ගොඩක් ආදරය කරා, සමහර අයගේ ක්‍රෂ් එකකුත් වුණා. ඉතින් අද අපි ඒ චරිතයට එන්න කියලා කිව්වා අපේ වැඩසටහනට. ඉතින් අපිත් එක්ක අද එකතු වෙලා ඉන්නවා ඒ චරිතය. ඒ තමයි ජෝර්ජි ෆිෂර්. Hi.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Everyone. So, welcome to Sri Lanka.
Thank you. It's so nice to be here.
How are you?
I'm great. I'm really good. Yeah.
Yes. So, we have seen your post and that you informed us that you were coming to Sri Lanka.
Mhm.
Why did you decide to come to Sri Lanka?
A few reasons, partly for a holiday. I've heard beautiful things about traveling in Sri Lanka. Have a few friends who've traveled here, or one friend who lived here for 2 years. So I wanted to just check out the country. But I knew that I had a couple of fans here, which partly interested me as well. I found out during COVID that Spellbinder was popular in Sri Lanka. So I thought, maybe I could meet some fans or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you have quite a fan here, right?
Oh my God, I wasn't expecting this level of reception to my arrival. Not at all. I do have a lot of fans here. I know that now. Yeah. It's been a whirlwind.
This?
No, I didn't expect this.
Right. Okay. So Georgie, our program is behind the character. So the concept is our childhood. So first of all, we would like to know about your childhood. How you end up going to the schools and how you lived your childhood life. We want to know about it.
Sure. I mean, I had a very unique childhood. Obviously, being a TV star as a child is very unusual. But at the time, I didn't realize how unusual it was. To me, it was sort of normal. I started acting when I was very young. I was only 5 when I got my first role. And I was always very protected and supported by both of my parents. And I have 2 younger siblings. So they were really little when I started acting. My sister was a baby and my brother was 3. And for them, it was quite normal to see their big sister on TV twice a week. Was kind of a normal thing. So it wasn't until later on I realized how special it was actually to be an actor as a child. But my childhood was, apart from the TV stuff, it was fairly normal, if you can say that.
Yeah. So talking about the acting, so what was the first experience that you had was doing an act on a stage, maybe on a screen? What was the first experience that you had?
Good question. I don't know if I can remember. I mean, you could argue that the first acting role would be at family Christmas, we celebrate Christmas in our household, and maybe it was just play acting the Wizard of Oz. Do you guys know the Wizard of Oz? You know that story? With Dorothy and the Tin Man and everything? Yeah. We used to love this when we were kids. I used to like to play Dorothy.
Oh, really? Nice.
But my first professional role was in an advertisement, actually.
Yeah, that was
when I was 5 years old. Yeah.
So that was an advertisement.
Yeah.
So how was that experience that you had?
It was very interesting. So my mum took me to my first audition. We went as a family. So my younger brother and sister were there too. And she tells the story of there were 600 kids there.
For auditioning?
For auditioning for the roles. And there were something like 10 roles available. And it was big and it was busy and it was very competitive. And we left the audition, and my mum and we had a little chat in the elevator, and we said, yeah, maybe we don't like this acting thing. Maybe it seems too stressful. Yeah, maybe we don't do this again. Let's see. And then 1 hour later, she got the phone call, Georgie has been selected. So she went, maybe we'll try it. So that was the first story, and it just went on from there.
So starting from there, that you got the role of Christine on Spellbinder. So how you got that opportunity to cast as Christine?
Well, by the time I was cast as Christine, I had been acting for about 7 years. So I was 12 when I got that role. And I had been in quite a well-known Australian TV series called A Country Practice, which was not telecast in Sri Lanka, but it was quite popular in Australia. So I think that was what led me to be approached for an interview, an audition for the role of Christine. And I remember really wanting to get that role. I was very excited about it. And I stayed up late working hard on the lines, and obviously it paid off.
Really, can you tell us the process that you went through to get that role? Like how you did the auditioning that part in that role?
Well, the process is like that. There's a few steps to it. So there's an agent who takes care of the actors, and then there's a casting director who's from a casting agency who is in charge of choosing casting the show. And then you have another layer, which is the producers and the directors. And so there are several decisions to be made at several levels before any actor is cast in it. in a show. So with this one, I can't remember if they approached me or if the agency put me forward. Could be one or the other. But I remember going for the audition and then getting the role not long after. So obviously, I guess I got through all those stages, which is good.
Right. So you said you were 12 years old when you got that role.
12, yes.
Yes. So as a 12 years old kid,
Yeah.
how was that experience as a cast on a different series? And that experience, tell us about how you felt that experience.
Well, it was 12 is like, it's an interesting age. You know, I was starting high school, you're becoming a teenager at this time. So I remember having a lot of fun on set and looking up to the older actors, you know, the people like who played Paul and Rihanna, they were a few years older than me. So I remember thinking they were like kind of cool. I remember looking up to Heather Mitchell, who played Ashka, thinking she's a cool lady. I would like to be like her when I grow up.
So around that, those other cast members, how that experience that inspired you to be that character, that Christine character?
Well, I always try to dig deep into a character rather than just learning the lines. Like, you know, it's important, I think, as an actor to develop a backstory that might be a little bit deeper than what's in the script. Obviously, as a screenwriter, you need to do this first, and so you're taking inspiration from them. But I always try to figure out who the character is, and I think Christine was someone who cared about her brother a lot and her family, and wanted to sort of protect him, even though she's the little sister. So that's where I.
Okay. So, Georgie, that we all know that when we do something, we have some memories, right?
Yeah.
So, I think you might have some unforgettable memories with that series and with the cast, maybe. Can you share some?
Sure. Like I just remember just the general feeling of, feeling like a family on set. And I remember playing cards in the caravan, waiting for the scenes to start and things like that. I remember running up and down with no shoes on, which was very upsetting for the producers because because of liability. But as a kid, it was fun for me. So yeah.
So did you had any unforgettable moments that you can recall again that something?
Yeah, I remember shooting. I think my favorite scene was when Rihanna comes back from the parallel worlds. I think this moment for me was awesome because I remember feeling a bit sad that I never got to go to the other world. I felt a little bit like the other world was coming to me. So this was probably my most unforgettable moment.
Okay. So what was the favorite character other than the Christine that you had in that series?
My favorite's Ashka, I think. Ashka's the coolest. Yeah.
Why is that?
Just because she's a cool villain. I don't know. Yeah.
So I think that the Christine character we loved, we had that, we saw that bond that you had with the family and your brother. So how you felt about that bond you had?
I mean, I have in my own life, I have a very strong bond with my real life brother and my real life sister, and my family is very important to me. So hopefully I managed to bring some of that to the role as well.
So what did you learn from that character? That only that bond or something else?
What did I learn from that character? I guess I learned how to, I don't know. I guess, family bond. That's good.
Yeah, okay. So, you know that that series was telecast in Sri Lanka. So how was the comments that you received before this?
Well, so I first learned that it was telecast in Sri Lanka in 2021.
Yes.
That's when I first knew about it. I didn't know it was shown here before. And the comments that I received are so just wholesome and full of love and nostalgia. People say things like, thank you for making our childhood beautiful and stuff like that. People tell me stories about how they used to go to the neighbor's house to watch the TV, and their parents used to make them finish their homework before they were allowed to watch Spellbinder, stuff like that.
Mostly boys, I think.
I don't know. There's lots of boys that tell me they used to have a crush on me.
Yeah.
Yes, but there's girls too. There's lots of girls who are fans of
Is it mostly
Christine.
Sri Lankans or other countries also?
Sri Lanka is, I think there's the most fans of the show are Sri Lankan, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So, as I mentioned that you were a crush of some of the boys in Sri Lanka.
Yes.
So, do you have something to say to me now?
That's like, I mean, I think it's cute. Most of the time they'll come up and they'll say, oh, you were my childhood crush, and they kind of giggle and get nervous, and I think it's really sweet, actually. I don't know if they still have a crush on me now they're like 37, like, or if it's just a childhood thing, but yeah, I think it's nice.
Yeah, with that made us like so beautiful that even now we can when we can recall that memories.
Yeah,
that was so beautiful.
Yeah. Nice.
So, have you able to contact the other cast members?
I'm not in touch with anybody. I haven't tried to contact anybody yet, but I will after this trip. I definitely think, I don't know to what extent anybody knows how popular the show is here in Sri Lanka and how many fans there are here. And I think I'd like to try to contact the other actors, but especially the writers and the producers and the director of the show. I'm not sure if they realize how popular their show is here, and I would like to share that with them if they don't know. Yeah.
So you said that the experience was so nice with the cast.
Yes.
So that experience, can you tell us about how the other artists combine these characters and the environment that you had with them?
I mean, there's always a sense of family when you work with actors on a production of any kind, I think, because you're spending a long time together. It's usually long days and everybody tries to get into their character as much as they can. And I definitely felt that in Spellbinder as well. I think I could see them inspiring each other to play their roles. And I was very inspired too as a 12-year-old kid. Yeah, lots of people to look up to.
Nice. So, Georgie, after the series, that you have moved on to a different level, different career. Now you are a singer.
Yeah.
How you ended up in a singer?
I think for me it was very natural. Music has always been a part of my life, part of my family life. My mother is a singer and she taught me my first chords on the guitar when I was 10. My father was very into music as well. Not as talented as my mother, unfortunately, but he really loved music. So I grew up with it. I figured out I could sing somewhere in my teenage years, I think. And I think it's a universal language. I think it's a way that people can communicate beyond words. It's something that's always been important to people and important to me, and I think it was quite a natural progression to try to do it as a career.
Yeah. So, you know that this is obvious question that you have quite a lot of fans in Sri Lanka. So, where do you think, this is an obvious question, but I will ask it, where do you think that you have the most fans in the world?
Definitely Sri Lanka.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about it that in a different country you have a lot of fans? And how do you feel it?
It's so special. It's really, honestly, like I said earlier, I wasn't expecting that. Like I pictured,
especially the love you received.
Yeah, I pictured this time in Sri Lanka to be like, I thought I would be on a beach with a coconut. You know, I didn't think that I would be doing television and YouTube interviews. I just really had no idea that this would be this level, and it's been so heartwarming. Everybody is so kind. Even people who aren't fans, you know, like I have so much love from the fans, but even if there's someone who doesn't know that I'm, you know, doesn't recognize me, they're still so kind and warm. Everybody's helpful here, and that's amazing. But in terms of the reception, like I'm overwhelmed in a good way. I don't mean that to sound negative in any way. And I feel so happy and welcome, and in this way that I never expected. And yeah, I'm very happy about it.
You think that is the reason that that series got popular in Sri Lanka? That bond we had with the characters and the cast?
I can't really say what the reason is. Like there seems to be, I see it in people's faces when they come up to me and they talk about Spellbinder. I can see the smile and the warmth in the eyes. I can tell there's so much nostalgia there. I don't know if I can really explain it. Maybe you can explain it better.
Yeah. We had that feeling like it was like in our blood. I don't know how can I explain it. But even now, we've grown up, but even now when we see that series, we usually watch it. I don't know why we, obsessed with that series so much, but even now, like we were living in a dream, like to talking to you.
Do you know what I find amazing as well is that it permeates through generations.
Yeah.
So I've done some fan meetups here where, 3 generations of Spellbinder fans have come along. You've got the parents, the children, the current children now, and then the grandma is there as well, and they're all fans. This morning I spoke at a performing arts school for children, and they're fans of the show as well. I think it's amazing how...
You never expected.
Yeah, parents share this experience with their children and they love it as well. It fascinates me. It's really cool.
So, do you have anything to say to the fans that you have in here?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you. I really thank you. Like, I've never felt so welcome and so... just so warmly accepted. To show up in Sri Lanka and be treated in this way is so special, and so thank you so much.
And about Sri Lanka.
About Sri Lanka.
Yeah, so you came here expecting to for a vacation, I think.
Yeah.
So I think it went so far that you even think that you didn't expect these kind of things.
No, it has not been a normal vacation, I'll put it that way. Yeah.
So other than that, how about Sri Lanka? How do you feel it?
Just the country itself, you mean? Yeah. Look, I've tried to travel around as much as I can. I've seen quite a lot, I think. I've been to Kandy, I've been to Sigiriya, I've been to the south to Galle, to some of the beaches down there, Midigama, Ahangama. And it's beautiful. I don't know what else to say. It's paradise, It's absolutely beautiful country. And swimming in the beaches and seeing the culture and the history here is something that's very special. And next time I'm going to come back for longer so I can see more and spend a little bit longer exploring nature and maybe seeing some animals and things like that. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So as you are a singer, that fans might expect you to sing something for them.
Here now?
Yeah. Can
I don't know. I'm not prepared for that. I mean, I could get my guitar. Should I get my guitar?
Can you?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? And on the spot, just for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I'm going to play you a song that isn't released yet.
Okay.
So
this is exclusive.
Exclusive.
For our...
Yeah. I'll just play you a part of it. So,
okay.
So my main musical project at the moment is with my sister.
Okay.
It's called Sisos.
Okay.
And we are releasing an album in April.
Okay.
And I'm going to play you a part of the lead single from that album.
Okay.
Okay? It's called Winter in Berlin.
Okay.
Feeling free on the highway, we're headed south on the A9. Driving with the windows down and the stereo is up high. Off to the dark times, the city's coming back to life, to life, to life. Driving through the mountains and we're headed down to Brunico. Dinner in Verona, that's where I found my Romeo. People and places, I'll take them with me when I go. I go. I will always dream about the winter in Berlin. I feel the city getting colder, the snow upon my skin. Now I'm on the Champs-Elysees, sipping on rosé, thinking about where I've been, and I can't wait for this next life to begin. I will always dream about the winter in Berlin. I feel the city getting colder and the snow upon my skin. I'm on the Champs-Elysees, sipping on rosé, thinking about where I've been, and I can't wait for this next life to begin.
Wow. That was so nice.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I think we might see you one day for singing a Sinhala song
Oh, I hope so.
for Sri Lankan fans.
That would be amazing. I
Yeah.
would love that.
I think you might learn some Sinhala in future.
Yeah,
and
I'll
sing
try.
us songs. So I think you might feel like home here, right?
I feel like home here for sure. I feel, yeah, very home here.
So Georgie, we have come to an end, but before that, I would like to know how you felt about our program, the Ape Puchikale behind the character, our childhood. How you felt about it?
I think it's a really cool idea. It's very nice that you have this channel, and I think as from what I've learned in Sri Lanka so far, I think there is a strong sense of nostalgia, I think, for people here in general, and I think you're really tapping into that with your channel. So it's really cool. Thanks for inviting me to chat with you. It's been really nice.
That's been an honor for me.
An honor
actually,
for me too. Yeah.
Because in our childhood, you were like heroes to us. Like, we inspired looking at you. So in that series, even you were inspiring us to the family bond. So we had that love for you forever. And as you can see that everywhere in Sri Lanka, you can receive love, because we love the character, we love the person inside you. That's why we followed you. And also we came here to ask who is behind that character. So now we know that who is that, and we really appreciate your participation to this program.
Thank you.
We wish you all the best to have the best in the world and your career. We wish you all the best, and one day we might see you as a huge star in the world.
Let's see.
And we're expecting more songs, and that was really nice.
Thank you.
And yeah, we will see you again in Sri Lanka one day, right?
Absolutely. I'll be back soon.
And we have a formal way of ending and saying goodbye. That is, we put our hands together and we say Aibowan, which means may you live long.
Aibowan.
ඉතින් හද දවසේ ඒ අපුරු චරිතයත් එක්ක අපි කතා බහ කරේ. මම හිතන්නේ ඔබ නොදන්න ගොඩක් දේවල් අද දැනගන්න ඇති. ඇත් එක්ක අපිට කතා කරන්න ලැබුණ එකෙන්. ඉතින් මේ වගේම චරිතයක් සම්බන්ධ කරගෙන ආයිත් දවසක ඔබ අතරට එන්න තමයි අපි සූදානම් වෙන්නේ. අපේ පුංචිකාලේ behind the character වැඩසටහනේ. අපේ පුංචිකාලේ YouTube channel එක subscribe කරන්න, අපේ පුංචිකාලේ Facebook page එක follow කරන්න, like කරන්න. එතකොට අපිට මේ වගේ වැඩසටහන් විතරම ඔබට අරන් ඉන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් තවත් මේ වගේම අපූර්ව වැඩසටහනක් අරගෙන හමු වෙන බලාපොරොත්තුෙන් අපි සමු ගන්නවා. ඔබට සුබ දවසක්.